Our environment is continuously subject to natural and human-caused perturbations. Some of these are small, like a single tree fall, and others are quite large, like a stand-replacing wildfire. Humans manage certain disturbances, like logging in British Columbia, and others occur completely outside of our control, leaving us seeking to understand the effects that they have. Now, over the past 15 years, the forested landscapes of British Columbia have changed immensely. A vast mountain pine beetle outbreak has affected more than 18 million hectares of lodgepole pine in this province alone, and this has changed the configuration and the composition of our forests. Now, the schematic on the top here shows when pine trees are affected by the beetle, the needles turn red and move into what's known as the red phase. If you're from BC, you probably remember the swaths of red trees 5 to 10 years ago. Now trees are in the gray phase, and there are unforeseen amounts of dead wood on our landscape. My research looks at the potential interactions between this large-scale disturbance of mountain pine beetle outbreak and wildfire, and whether these two disturbances affect the presence and abundance of birds in British Columbia. This summer, I sampled the breeding bird community in BC. The two plots in the bottom here show that I found overall abundance and diversity of birds is higher in areas affected by both wildfire and mountain pine beetle when compared to beetle-only killed regions. However, as you might expect, the patterns and trends are complex. For example, the hermit thrush in burned areas increases in abundance with increasing landscape scale severity of both wildfire and mountain pine beetle. The American robins, on the other hand, increase in abundance with local scale mountain pine beetle severity. And still other birds respond to disturbance-generated features of the landscape, like a Lincoln sparrow, whose presence is more likely in areas with greater amounts of exposed mineral soil. Now, birds are often used as indicators of ecosystem health and biodiversity due to the ease with which they are sampled and their connection to multiple components of an ecosystem. We understand a fair bit about their populations in live forested stands and wildfire footprints due to multiple citizen science initiatives and long-term data sets like the Breeding Bird Survey. My research aims to fill the gap in our understanding of how birds respond to mountain pine beetle outbreak and its interaction with wildfire, and I hope to give us insight into how these communities may continue to respond as wildfire burns through pine beetle killed areas in the future.